Jason Cole from Yahoo Sports was covering Manti Te'o's pro day at Notre Dame. And what you're finding is, if it's Mel Kiper or Todd McShay, some of these guys who they're paid to do this, analyze what's going to happen in the draft. Everybody has Manti Te'o going in the first round. Is he going in the first round because he truly is a first-round talent? What if he played at Georgia Tech or Washington State? Would he be a first-round talent? How much of the publicity and the media coverage of Manti Te'o? We're fascinated with him for a variety of reasons. But Jason Cole, talking to these scouts off the record, no names attached, got some honest opinions about Manti Te'o. And Jason Cole joins us from Yahoo Sports. What surprised you the most about the opinions you got, Jason?
Oh, I think that how people look at him as just a guy in a lot of ways. I mean, I gain the increasing feeling that they just do not see anything close to a superstar talent. And I think up until the Combine, or at least up until the Alabama game, everybody was looking at this guy as he was going to be a superstar linebacker, sort of the next Ray Lewis or the next Patrick Willis or the next great inside linebacker. And I'm not getting that feeling at all. I mean, one coach that I talked to said, I don't see any explosion out of him at all. In other words, he's a good player. There's nothing wrong with him. But they're seeing a lot more of, and I saw this comparison yesterday, Kirk Morrison.
Oh, wow.
Kirk Morrison's just a guy. I mean, he's a good player, but just a guy. Not Ray Lewis. That's anything but.
Is he going in the first round?
Yeah, I mean, look, this is a really hard thing to predict. I talked to 5 teams, and in addition to probably another 15 that I could, eliminate early in the draft, I would say that there's probably 20 teams that won't take him because it's not logical. But after you get past, say, pick number 20, you go pick number 20 through pick number 32. I haven't talked to every single one of them, and some of them you just don't know what to believe in terms of what they're saying. And, are they playing poker here, or are they being completely honest about their pick? I would tend to say he's probably not based on what I'm hearing, but you never know what some team sees in a guy. And again, it only takes one team to fall in love with some player, and he ends up being a first-round pick.
But if you're looking at him off the field, how much has that affected him? Is it more of the negativity with what happened off the field, or what we've seen at his pro day and at the Combine?
I really think that it's more pro day, Combine at this point in time, and on film, what they've seen from when he played against better opponents. And look, the whole wild story and weirdness had probably a month worth of legs and a lot of questions that were all fair. And I think a lot of people have done their homework. And one team that I talked to said, yeah, we've done our homework. And, we don't see anything more than what is out there in the public already that's known. There's no other secrets to this one. So we'll take it at face value, and you deal with it and you move on. But then they come back to, okay, what kind of player is he?
Yeah.
Is he a media creation like a Rick Mirer, or is he truly a great player out of Notre Dame like a Tim Brown? And I think that they're looking and saying it's more of the Rick Mirer type. And he's not as good as you think. He's, in a lot of cases, just a guy as a linebacker.
If he didn't play at Notre Dame, finish that sentence.
He would be probably being evaluated fairly and wouldn't have gotten anything close to the notoriety, and we'd be talking about him, comparing him to John Bostic of Florida.
Matt Barkley's pro day, and what does he need to do at this pro day, considering that he didn't throw at the Combine and we're still questioning just how healthy that shoulder is?
He has to throw. He has to show that he's got a big-time arm and that he can make a lot of really difficult throws, and that he's the physical specimen that a lot of people thought he was coming out of his junior year, and not the guy who is a quarterback who seems to play smaller than his size would indicate. And if people don't really understand that comment, think back to Heath Schuler, who was like a 6'3" or 6'4" guy who always played like he was 6 feet tall. He looked smaller in the pocket than he really was. And Barkley sort of plays that same way, and it really worries some people. It looks like he plays scared a little bit. He does not have a big arm. He does not throw over the top of the defense. People are, there are some serious concerns about Barkley here.
With that being said, somebody going to take him in the first round?
But say, look, it's a quarterback league, Dan. You know that as well as everybody else out there. You know, they're desperate for anybody who can throw the ball. And I will say this. One of the things that people don't realize is taking a guy late in the first round, especially a quarterback, is sometimes a better value. And this is something fans really don't understand because it's all the economics of the game. Because you have a control over that kid for 5 years instead of just 4, it's almost worth taking a guy at, say, 25 or 26 rather than waiting until 36 or 37 because, you don't lose him after 4 years right away. You got more chance to watch him develop over a full 3-year period of time before you have to make any kind of difficult decision on him.
Appreciate the time, Jason. Thanks for joining us.
No problem. Take care. Thanks.
All right. Jason Cole, Yahoo Sports.